Hey, Karina here. Today I wanted to chat with you a little bit about possibilities of what your book might look like when you actually publish on Amazon. Because as an expert, I remember 6 years ago when I was really considering my options. Do I continue with my business? Do I just like go and get a job? Because I was getting so sick and tired of looking for constant customers. And then, it was one of these like totally forgettable days. One of my girlfriends called and say, "Hey, listen, I just published a book. My sales have doubled. I don't have to worry about looking for clients. I'm booked out like 2 to 3 months ahead." And it was such an epiphany. It was like, how did you get this done? What did you do? And if you can do it, why can't I? And it was a huge light bulb moment for me. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to take my expertise and I am going to turn it into a book as well. But the problem with starting something like that, it's a pretty big decision, and it's a pretty difficult one because you don't really know where to start. I was like you. I looked for courses. I looked for places where I could try to figure out how do I self-publish or how do I publish a book and I can get it done correctly. And there really isn't anything out there that I can say that's specifically done or works really well for experts. And that was why I decided to start to coach in this particular area. And this is not a sales thing. Like, if you like just take it from me. You can go check out my framework if you want. If you don't, that's totally fine. But I want to give you an idea of what's possible because I have clients from all walks of life. Okay. I have clients who are in real estate, clients who are like herbal naturopathic doctors. I have clients who are personal trainers. There's just all kinds of different people who are grabbing their methods, grabbing their actual expertise that they have been using for many, many years and are putting it into a book. Because if you can reach 1 million people per day, why wouldn't you? And if you can make some money doing that, why wouldn't you? Right? So this is going to be a short video. I want to take you through some possibilities. What's it look like when you actually publish your book on Amazon? What is an income opportunity, especially if you do the launch properly and you have a very good book selling really, really well. So let me share my screen. Let me take you to Amazon and we will do some analysis. So let's start with this book. Let me see. Let's start with this book. So this is not my client, but this is just an idea for you to have when you're publishing. These are just some of the possibilities, right? So let's say you are a real estate agent and you are teaching or you're in residential, or maybe you're in commercial. It almost doesn't matter which type of agent you are, but there's a bunch of books that are published on Amazon that are in this particular topic in real estate. Okay. There's like a ton of them. Some of them, as you can see, are doing extremely well. So let's analyze the number. I have something called Katie Spy because that is how I do my analysis on Amazon. I generally would be in the incognito window, but for the sake of this demonstration, I'm just going to do it in the regular window here. So how do we analyze when I want to look at a topic to see like, is it saturated? What is the possibility of making money here? I kind of follow a little formula. I look at whether or not I can find at least 3 books that are making money in this area based on the same topic for the same audience. So if I'm in real estate, I want to try to stay away from things like, real estate for dummies. This is a for dummies series. Anytime you're dealing with an authority figure, like this one where it's a big publishing house, these guys are pretty much in every single topic. I would generally not count a book like this, but if I see 3 or 4 books that are making money in this topic, and you can see some of the money that people are making. So let's say that, you're an expert in this field, you are a real estate agent, and you're thinking, wow, you know what? I could actually make some extra money here. in addition to what I already make in my consulting business, right? Or in my real estate business. So imagine if you're bringing in $5,000, $6,000 a month, right? Because this is estimated monthly revenue, and you are bringing this per month, right? You're going to need some reviews. I have an amazing strategy for that in my coaching program, that is really actually pretty simple. But imagine there's people like this that are making $16,000, right? This is a pretty big book. It's probably a textbook. It is a pricey book, so it might be related to a course. So this would be a book that people would need, right, to take that book. But there are other books who are not textbooks that are making very significant amount of money. So imagine that this is your extra income, because it is, right? In addition to your actual coaching program, consulting business, whatever it is that you're doing, this is extra income. So not only is your book working for you sort of in your sleep, because it's there on Amazon, and that's just one place where you can sell your book. Because imagine if you had TikTok Shop, or if you had, in addition to this, your book is on Ingram Spark and a couple of other places where it's bringing extra income. But that would be, for example, one type of client that I would coach to take them to a bestseller in some category where their book is bringing really solid money. Another one of my clients would be someone like this, for example, that might have a book. And again, this is not my clients here, but they might have a book in maybe naturopathic medicine, right? So they are a naturopath. So anytime I have doctors that are, maybe prescribing specific herbal medication or whatever, this is their practice, right? This is what they do for a living. Imagine having a book that actually would outline exactly what you do, your methodology, your thinking behind why you have this approach for a client and not another. Okay. And yours might be so much better than others because you have seen specific results in your patients that maybe others have not. So you've helped them through something, right? And you could have a book that's very specific. You could have a book that actually specializes on a symptom rather than, just generic herbal medication type of a book. But even if I look here, just in this sort of area, no, don't get scared. This is going to be crazy numbers because I know this topic extremely well. There's a lot of very, very good books in this topic. And again, if you start looking at monthly revenue, so let's just go by monthly revenue, and we can just kind of go like this. I mean, hello, we're at $1 million. So, but look at this. You could eventually make this kind of money. So even if you're not making 20,000 a month with your book, who knows? Maybe you will be. But let's say you're actually stuck around here, $5,000 a month. Why not? Why not would $5,000 a month make a difference in your life? Would 10 make a difference in your life? And remember that this money is getting made on Amazon literally as you sleep. Not only that, but it's actually sitting there as a huge billboard sign that you are a subject matter expert, because this is such credibility, right? This kind of thing creates massive credibility for you and for your business. So just an example of what your book could be making, right? A third example that I'm going to give you is, for example, another one of my clients is an actual specialist in menopause. That is what she does every day, every single day, all day long. Again, this is not her book. This is just a demonstration. But let's just look at some of the monthly revenues that these books can make. And again, when we start to look at these numbers, you start to see that, yep, there's a ton of money to be made with books like this. So let's say you're a doctor. Let's say that this is your specialty. You have a seriously awesome method that you use with your patients, and it works. People tell you it works. Women come to you. They're excited. They are happy. You're making money, extra money, in addition to your actual consulting business. Not only that, imagine the credibility. One of the things that really, and I get this, I get that people are scared to create books. One, because they really don't know in which direction to go in. Two, they don't really know. There's a lot of books on Amazon that tend to fail because people don't know what to look for. Like, how do you start? What are keywords? Why are we even talking about it? I don't even know what it is, right? And this is something that I hear a lot from customers. It's imposter syndrome, it's fear, it's uncertainty. No one wants to waste their money or time. Trust me, I'm the first one to tell you as a single mom, I am not going to be wasting time or money because I don't have either one. So I need to, when I create a book, I want to be able to put it out there and make the most amount of money with it that I can in the shortest amount of time. And I don't want to have to learn on my own scan, right? This is why coaching programs are so amazing, especially when there is a proven method and you know that it works because you've seen the proof is in the pudding. So again, shameless plug-in, I guess. But if you don't have a coach, if you don't know where you're starting, book a call, watch my framework, see if it's actually for you. If it is, fantastic. Book a call. We can talk about it. We can see, where you need to go, if I can help you or not. If I can't, I will be very honest because it is my reputation and I love to have good reputation. And if it is for you, fantastic. We'll talk about it and we'll go from there. I will put all the links to Katie's Spy and everything else that we've talked about today. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.